What up, Rother fam? Back with another banger. Today we're going to talk about periods on the periodic table. So let's title this Periods. Okay, we talked about groups. Do you remember how many groups there are? 18, good. And the groups go up and down. So the periods can't go up and down. They're going to go side to side. And I think we call those rows. That is a bad arrow, but thank you. So they go side to side. So we have a title, periods. You sketched your first periodic table when we talked about groups. You're going to sketch your second periodic table. So let's do the left side. We don't have to be perfect. All right, we're going to do the bottom. And then we're going to come up to the top. Okay, then we go over an element. And then we'll go down an element. We go over, and it's actually down 2 elements, so I went a little bit longer. And we're going to move over. These guys are called the transition metals right here. And those are the ones that are hidden in our folded periodic table. So do you remember what group this is? Group 1. This is group 2. We've got 3 through, I think, 12. Okay, good. So we're going to come up here, and we're going to move over to the, what's the name of this group? Yes? Noble gases. Good. We got the noble gases. Okay, the leader or the head of this group right here is hydrogen. All right? And then if we look over here, the head of the noble gases is helium. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to just mark our periods. And if you notice, period 1 only has 2 elements in it. All right? And then period 2 is going to come across this way. So we have period 2. Period 3, if I counted it, this period 2 and periods 3, I think they have 8 elements. It might be 10, but it doesn't matter. They have more than period 1. And then we come down here, we have period 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you can just go ahead and draw the periods. So how many periods on the periodic table?
7.
Okay, good. There are 7. All right. Look at me if you're done. All right. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. Thanks for looking. Okay. So how many elements in period 1? 2. Okay. Remember that groups, every element in the same group has the same number of valence electrons. Okay, so let's look at periods. Every element on the same period has something in common. All right, in fact, we're going to do a Bohr model of hydrogen. Hydrogen has 1 proton. So let me zoom in here so you can see that better. So hydrogen has 1 proton. For every positive, we need a negative so our atom is neutral. So how many electrons, did I say that right? For every positive, we need a negative. So how many negatives, how many electrons will we have? 1. Okay. Now, how many energy levels did hydrogen have? It just has 1, right? Okay, let's scoot over to helium. All right, helium, if we draw a Bohr model. Helium now, it's a different element. It has 2 protons. How many electrons does it need?
2.
Very good, it needs 2. So we're going to draw 2 electrons. How many energy levels does helium have? How many energy levels?
1.
Okay, it has 1 energy level. So what helium and hydrogen have in common on the same period is that it's got 1 energy level. All right, under hydrogen is the element lithium. All right, let's come over here to lithium. Lithium has 3 protons. It's 3 positives. How many negatives do we need?
3.
We need 3. Okay, how many will fit on the first energy level? 2. So we're going to draw 2. We can't squeeze a third one in, so we're going to have to make another energy level. And we're going to put that 1 here. What do we call this 1 electron? Very good, a valence electron. Now, is lithium and hydrogen going to be very reactive or somewhat reactive? Very reactive, because they are going to more likely than not be stolen and form a bond with another element. Okay, so how many energy levels did lithium have, or does it? It has 2. Okay, let's go over to, y'all could fact check me. I'm pretty sure this is neon. Thank you. Okay, let's do a Bohr model of neon. All right, neon has 10 protons. So that's a 10, you can't see that. 10 protons. If we've got 10 protons, how many electrons does it have? 10. I think on your CFA you're going to take, it's going to say if you've got a certain number of protons, how many electrons will it have? Protons and electrons in 8th grade science are going to be the same. So it's a full outer shell, right? We can't squeeze 8 more in there, so we make another energy level. And we need 8 more. Now, is neon going to be reactive or non-reactive? Okay, it's got 8 valence electrons, so it's perfect. It will never react with any of these elements. Every other element is trying to be like a noble gas. Okay, how many energy levels does neon have? 1, 2. All right, what does neon have in common with lithium? They have the same number of energy levels. So what I would do is, on my periodic table, I would circle the number 2 twice to indicate every element on that group has 2 energy levels. Okay, we're not going to draw a Bohr model of this one, which would be sodium, but we know that every element on period 3 has how many energy levels? Has 1, 2, 3. Okay, now period 7, this guy, this little guy right here, this guy is francium. All right, how many valence electrons do you think francium would have? It's in group 1A. Okay, good. Francium, just like hydrogen and lithium, would have 1 valence electron. How many energy levels? It is super bright. It would have, it would have 7. So I don't know why it's doing that. It's not your fault. So 2 energy levels, 3, 4, 5. Y'all want to do that Bohr model? No, thank you. I don't want to do that Bohr model. Okay, so we're going to end with 2 things, 2 bullets. Protons determine what, guys? Nice. Protons determine identity. And periods tell how many energy levels an element has. Well, I didn't get it at 6 minutes, but is it under 14? Okay, so I didn't totally lose you. Thanks for your attention. I appreciate it. Third period. Say bye.